Our friends at Bandai Namco sent me a review code for Katamari Damacy Reroll for the Nintendo Switch, and boy am I glad that they did. They sent it just before the holidays and our Rocket and Ray Gun Awards, so I started to play it, but I didn't play it enough that I could come out and talk about it. But God, what a great trip back in time to a PlayStation 2 classic that is a perfect fit on the Nintendo Switch. I guess that's my encapsulated little review quote that you could stick on the box. Do they make boxes for video games anymore? Anyways, Katamari Damacy Reroll is so fun and crazy and absurd. At the time, I remember Tommy and I having a big argument about Katamari Damacy for the PlayStation 2 when it came out back in the day.
We hate Katamari.
It's from Namco for the PlayStation 2. He did not enjoy it at all. I freaking loved it. I just loved its weirdness and its absurdity and its sense of humor because it's very quirky. You are the son of the prince, you are the son of the king of the cosmos. Let me get all of this right. It's a crazy story. Who has, he's trying to make stars again, and you got to go on Earth and collect a bunch of junk and make it as big as you can so the stars are big up in the sky. And he's a very unhappy gentleman, this king of the cosmos, hard to please, and he wants you to just roll up as much stuff as you possibly can. It starts off very small. You're picking up little mice and erasers, and you work up to staplers and water bottles and stuff, and then eventually you're rolling up cars and buildings and giant ships, and it just gets bigger and crazier and more absurd and more addictive as you progress into this game. And of course you can go back and play any of these levels anytime that you want to. It's very level to level based. It has an old save mechanic. You have to go into the little house on the hub world and save, and it reminds you if you don't save you're going to lose all your progress, which is cute. All of it is cute. You can pick up little scarves for the Prince of the Cosmos, for the little weird head-shaped dude. And they've added motion control so you could use the Joy-Con. You could take those off and move it around. Hi. Now, it is weird and hard to control this game still. It was designed that way. It was hard and frustrating to control the game back in the day. It's hard and weird, tough to control the game today because it's not just you that you're moving. You're moving this giant ball of stuff all over the place, and you're like trying to keep it together and not bash into things and have like a sock fly off or a crab that you picked up or whatever. It's so bizarre. And so you do feel yourself like, ugh, and I started to get indents in my hand, and it just brought me right back to playing this game for the first time because you want to make those tight turns and you want to pick everything up, and the clock is going, and that stupid alarm, that beep, 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 and it's just driving you crazy. But that's the sign of a good game. I mean, it gets its hooks right into you. And I played the hell out of this before, and I played the hell out of this when I got it on the Switch as well. I showed it to my kid. She was like, what am I looking at? But I like it. It's weird. Everything's square. Why are all the characters square, Dad? But it's so unique, man, and it's a great game that deserves as many platforms as we will allow it. And I think on the Switch, it's got a breath of new, fresh air. And I think it came out at a tough time, at the end of the year when everybody's buying the Christmas presents. And it's like, what is this Katamari Damacy? I'm sure parents were like, what is this? When they looked at the box. Are there boxes? Well, whatever. They looked at this game and they went, I don't know if my kid's gonna want this thing. And so it's a bit of a strange one. And if you go to the eShop these days and you see like there's 50 million games in that eShop now, so I don't even know if people caught that Katamari Damacy was back. But it is back, and it's excellent, and it's a great fit. And if you haven't checked this out, you absolutely should. You don't get much in the way of new content, but at least this way, it is the best way to play it anywhere that you want to go on the Switch screen in handheld mode, which is phenomenal. It's better on the big screen, though, because, all the little details come through. Excellent game. Still excellent in 2019. I'm going to give Katamari Damacy Reroll a 9 out of 10.